So in this video, I'll be giving you guys insight and inside of the mind on how I qualified to the Chapter 4 solo cash cup on console while playing against PC players. My exact PlayStation settings will be live tomorrow on YouTube, and for my Xbox players, I did upload my settings a few days ago. So be sure to like the video and subscribe with the notifications if you guys haven't done that already, and use my code Gloomzy and enjoy. So in this match here, I already have 3 kills from off spawn. I'm fighting a guy mid game. I hammer to his backside, his walls are weak. I take that with my AR, and then he edits his cone upwards to protect himself, which I break immediately with my AR, place my own stair, edit that, and 200 him. So a tip you can take from this is always take advantage when a player edits their build. It's always going to be weak. You can one pickaxe it or you can shoot it with an AR a few times, but right when they edit their own builds, it's always going to be weak. I think brick takes the fastest to build. In this case, it was wood. I took it by surprise. And if you do it fast enough, like in this video, it'll catch them by surprise and then you can easily get a free kill. And this fight's pretty simple. This guy was running away from me. I heard him inside this house. I found him in the roof and I just ran at him to kill him. Which he was stacked. He had a golden shotgun, purple SMG, all that good stuff. So after that fight, I go down to the beach here and I notice there's a player all the way in the water on a boat, and that immediately tells me he's playing placement, which he probably isn't that good at fighting, so I go ahead and push him. So as I'm going to him, I notice he's coming back this way, and you have to assume every player in these tournaments use visual sound effects, so I stopped moving because I didn't want him to see, and I get a free fry on him right here. And then I realize I have the sprint bug, which is still in the game for some reason, which makes the fight just much longer. So right here, I'm just trying to close out the fight and get a bunch of shots on him. I don't hit anything, but then I just drop down and jump in, which I 200 him. So after that, I start rotating over here. I see a lot of people that are boxed up, and I realize it's a low elo lobby and I could probably start keying a bunch of people. So I start keying this guy right here. Then we get into a box fight. So right here, I actually try to go for his wall, which I don't get. Then I stand here to bait him to edit his peanut butter. Box fighting, peanut butter is the most common edit people use. So just like the first fight, when a player edits their build, it'll immediately be one hit. So I take it with my pickaxe immediately, edit a peanut butter, and then hit him for 100. So I tried chasing him over here, and then I realized there's a bunch of people boxing near him, and if I try to push him, I'll probably get sprayed up by the whole lobby, so I decided to let it go. And if you do look at that map, you notice I do have forecast on, which is one of the best augment for competitive. It lets you know when the next zone is going to be and where it's going to be. So it lets me know where half and half is going to be, and I go ahead and rotate over there and get this supply drop. So I'm boxed up on the edge of zone waiting for next zone, which is half and half, which I do know because I have forecast on. There's a guy to my left who just edited a peanut butter and is looking at me. And immediately he resets the build right here, and as you guys know from the past 2 fights I've explained, when you reset or edit a build, it will be weak. And to top it off, he has his back turned and he starts emoting for some reason. So you know me, I'm gonna jump in right here. I hit him for 150 in the head and finish a kill without taking any damage. If anyone in the comment section knows this guy right here, tell him that he needs to stop emoting in the tournaments and focus up more. So right here, I'm getting all the loot, and there's actually a guy underneath me trying to take the loot. But I go ahead and build up for a bit because I have extra mats to use, and I kind of want a little bit of high ground right here. So right here, me and this guy have a little bloom battle. I hit him 30, then he dinks me in the head. And then he completely awareness checks me, and I get fried crazy, and he starts pushing me. So this guy's pushing me heavy right here. I start creating a bunch of room because you need more room to work with if you're getting pushed. And then I start getting lobby focused a little bit. Keep in mind how annoying this guy who shot me will be throughout this video. So once I burned out a little bit of mats trying to run away from everyone's bullets, I go ahead and drop down and realize I could probably go back for the old mats from the guy I just killed. Also, as you notice, as I go down here to look for loot, I'm kind of being careful looking around because sometimes people like to lurk in old tarps. So definitely watch out for that. So first moving starts, I go rotate over with my hammer, and it's the same exact guy right here. We both fight for high ground right here. He tags me for 40, and then we 50-50 where we tag both of each other for over 100, and then we both just chill and heal. So I box up immediately right here, and then I start mining this tree to get more mats. And then I look up real quick and I realize nobody is on high ground and I could probably take it. So I go up here, and what do you know, I get awareness checked by the exact same guy from earlier. And I don't know where he came from. I think he hammered up because I looked up and I couldn't even see any builds. But anyways, I start healing. He breaks my builds out right here, and I realize I don't have time to heal, so I just hammer ahead of zone right here. Right here, I noticed I only have 6 builds and I need to make a play, so I go ahead and put a cone in this box. So I was too low health to fight him. I wait for him to leave so I can get the leftover loot. I got 2 minis and I run back in zone for 2 ticks, only for 4 metal, which wasn't really a good trade, but you'll see how that comes in clutch. So I'm sitting on high ground here. I just build up. I only have 1 build, so I'm going to spray second height right here because they're the closest thing to me. I don't want them to go up, so I'm trying to pressure them to go down. Then I keep looking around. I have no builds. I'm looking for a play. There's a guy underneath me in wood healing. I immediately jump in, hit him 100, and then get a free refresh right here over 400 mats, which is a crazy play. So I go back on high ground here. I'm just chilling up here. Keep looking up. I don't want anyone hammering up. And what do you know, the same guy from earlier is trying to get high ground, so I get up a little bit, start pressuring him to try to get him go down. And then he jumps out, he hits me 20, I hit him 40. And then I realized there's other players in the game. I probably shouldn't tunnel vision on just this guy alone, so I start looking around here. And then I get hammered out not once but twice, and I take 50 fall damage. And right here I only have 4 builds. I'm on low ground. I just took so much fall damage. I thought it was over, but I'm clutch god himself, so watch how I come back from this. So I'm crouching, sneaking around right here. There's a guy right here. We both trade for like 40. Now keep in mind I have no heals. I'm literally 30 HP. I can get one shot by anything. I only have 2 builds right now, so I'm gonna play on this wall right here because zone is not coming in officially. I don't have any builds to go out in the open right there, and I can play on this right hand peak. This guy dropped right here. I hit him 118, jumped in, and I get a free refresh right here. I get siphon mats and a bunch of minis, so I'm gonna go straight up immediately, take high ground. And while I'm popping a mini, I just get hammered out again, so I completely try to box up. I have no mats. So I go ahead and drop down on this guy right here, and I realize there's only 3 players left, and I was really only playing for second here, but I go ahead and hammer into zone, which I picked up 150 match, which I didn't even realize. This guy dropped down on me. I hit him for 100, hit him 30, and then hit a side shot for about like 20 or something, and I win the game with like a 10-11 kill dub. If you guys do enjoy videos like this where I commentate over my gameplay, giving you guys a little bit of insight on how I think, make sure you guys like the video and comment down below. I'd really greatly appreciate that, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new with the notifications, and peace.